Vidit, you beat Hans Niemann today and you joined the leaders at 4.5 out of 6. What a game it was, a positional masterpiece in some ways.
Yes, it was really interesting, the game, and very unusual position where all his pieces are kind of stuck. But at the same time, it's not really easy for me to improve. I have to balance his counterplay and creating my own chances. It was really interesting, and I think it was well played game until a certain point.
This opening idea B4 has been played before. I saw that there was one game of Kazim Jano maybe or some.
Yes, I think it has been played, but it's kind of rare. But it was not really my idea, it was my second's idea.
Did you feel like this was the kind of position where Niemann might be uncomfortable, like because he's quite active as a player?
Yeah, it made sense, and this position is slightly uncomfortable for black anyways, and maybe for his style it was more uncomfortable because you have to really wait passively, which is not easy to do for anyone.
You found this beautiful idea knight b1 with the idea of knight d2, knight b3, knight a5.
Yes.
But suddenly you decided to go king f1, king e1. Why did you change your mind?
He played this move knight h5, and
you went g3.
G3 probably is not accurate. I think I should go knight d2 anyways. Knight f4, knight b3, and I thought he'll get some counterplay in the game. I thought his bishop is on d8, is it?
Yes.
No.
His bishop is on d8, yours is on
bishop
d8.
is on e7, I think.
Ah, okay.
I don't really recall where is his bishop, d8 or e7. But the problem was there were some lines where he was going, queen e8, knight b3, queen e8 he would go. Knight a5, bishop d7. Queen a7, bishop is on d8 probably.
Yes.
And queen g6, something.
You were afraid that he would get some attack?
Yes, some counterplay, because I don't remember the position, bishop position. I can't really recall the analysis, but I think it should work for white. But I thought, okay, why to allow him this? Let's play g3. But the problem became that every time now my light squares became super weak. He went back bishop d8, knight d2, knight f6. And when I brought my king to e2, I thought, okay, the best place for the king is to go to b2, but I don't really have time. And the thing is, if I go knight b3 or something, he plays knight takes e4, d4, bishop e4, and he gets a lot of counterplay. That's what I thought. So I was just shuffling around a bit, hoping to get to move 40. And then he found this very nice idea with d5, which caught me by surprise. Because I could take on e5, but he has check. And he gets a lot of counterplay, knight g4, bishop d7. So I had to go knight d2. And in the game he played queen h5, king e1, bishop d7, and I think queen b7 was very good move. Move 40th, which I played, because engine is showing equal, but there's some crazy line where he has to give two pieces and some kind of draw.
This line is very beautiful, which is bishop e8.
Bishop e8,
so first queen h3, bishop c7, bishop e8,
bishop d8,
bishop d8, bishop h5,
queen
bishop e7 or queen e7,
queen h1, knight f1, queen f3, king d2, queen d1, king c3, queen a1, and there is a draw. No, it is very hard to see this, especially move 40.
Correct.
And I expected that he'll play d4. Because the point is, let's say if he goes direct queen h3, bishop c7, queen h1, I have knight f1, right?
Yes.
But d included, there is queen e4 check.
But now the advantage in this entire line is...
Now I can go king e2.
No, not even king e2. If let's say d, then he goes queen
h3. This is what happened.
Queen
bishop
h3,
c7.
bishop c7. Now if he does bishop e8,
my
bishop
d8 will...
Bishop h5. You go queen b5. You have additional, now queen can come to, I think. That was one additional option that d3 pawn has moved.
Yes. Yeah.
So I guess taking was maybe a mistake from engine perspective, but maybe
but I thought that he will do it. And when he went back queen h5, check, knight f3 was very precise, like there were some very interesting lines, bishop c8. And initially I wanted queen b6, but here it's a draw. If he takes bishop c7, queen g4, I have king e3, and his e7 and c8 both pieces are hanging. But after queen b6 there is intermezzo knight d5, ED, bishop c7, queen c7, e4,
E4.
queen c8, queen f3, king e1, e3. And it looks winning, fe, queen e3, king d1, but queen d4 check.
And A1.
King c, and king e2, queen e4, king f2, queen d4. I was checking king f3, queen d1. I mean, I think there is a draw here. So after bishop c8, I have to play queen a7. The point is that knight d5 doesn't attack my queen now. And here I thought his best try was to play queen g4, bishop d8, queen e4, queen e3, queen c2, knight d2, knight d5, queen e4, takes, knight b4. So I'm a piece up, but I have only 2 pawns left.
This should win, no? With your knight so solid on e4.
I mean, I'm not sure if he'll exchange one knight and he has this bishop, he'll try to exchange one. I thought this was his best try. He went this queen e8, which caught me by surprise.
Very passive.
Knight e5, bishop c8, and of course I fell for the only trap in the position with this knight g6. I saw it, but I was careless. I should have gone queen b8 after bishop c8. The point is, after knight g6, queen c8, the bishop is hanging. And it's just technically completely winning. I played queen a7, which was careless. He played knight g6. If I takes, there's some perpetual. So bishop d8, knight e5. And
now he got a lot of play with his queen knight.
I was a bit emotional because I saw bishop f6 when I played queen a7. But I missed that he'll go queen h5, king d2, and just knight f7. Bishop b2, e5. And now it's not so easy to win. I mean, of course, white is better and it should be winning, but I thought he's getting some counterplay. And in that, I just played queen c7, which was a very poor move. Because queen h5, king d2, he has bishop d7. And he had very good chances to actually fight here. I was thinking some f4, queen h2, king c1, that is winning, but maybe f4, knight f3. And he has some chances to make a draw here. But luckily he went knight f3 directly without blocking the 7th rank, and I could exploit it with this bishop f6 idea. So yeah, I'm a little bit unhappy about allowing him this, but apart from that, it was a good game.
Yeah, and also you get to 4.5 out of 5 in the last, because you lost the first round, which is a phenomenal score in this competition, which is so strong.
Yes. If 4.5 out of 5, I felt suddenly good, for a moment when you said that, and then I realized 4.5 out of 6. But,
True, but good way to go to the rest day.
Yes, for sure.
Well, Vidit, take rest and have a good dinner.
Yeah, when are we going for dinner? Let's go some Indian food, yeah? Let's go.
Let's go to Flavors.